Hello everyone, welcome back to a Born Again Original. I just wanted to make this video. It's going to be on um, combat sports in general. I have a former UFC fighter, slash champion, slash trainer of many champions, who was in Freemasonry that I'll expose a little bit later on in this video. I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who follows for the time being. I am doing weekly uploads just for the simple fact that um, if I re-upload something by accident and it gets flagged, my channel will get taken down. So I have to make every video myself for a little bit. That being said, I hope you enjoy it, and we'll get into it. So here we have Darren Till with the All-Seeing Eye shirt. I don't know. This is usually an indication of someone being in it. I do know people mistakenly wear these things just cause, but yeah. Anyway, we're gonna continue on. We're gonna expose the former UFC champion who is a Freemason. All right, here we go, guys, and this is gonna be Pat Miletich of Miletich Fighting Systems, I think. Um, I don't know what his gym is called, but he was a really good trainer. He had a bunch of really good fighters back in the day. Tim Sylvia, the heavyweight champion, was part of his gym, and he also had Matt Hughes as part of his gym, who's like probably one of the best welterweights in UFC history. But the thing is that tarnishes all this is Pat Miletich was a Freemason, and he was probably a Freemason during this period of time. So he has connections to get these people where they were. He got his fighters through his connections in Freemasonry to title fights and belts. Um, I don't know for sure. I'll post it in this video if the former UFC owners are Freemasons. I don't know if there's anything about it, but here we go. I do know they were part of the mafia. But anyway, Pat Miletich saying he's a Freemason. Here we go. Um, I suggest watching this full video. Maybe I'll post it myself on the second one, but on the second channel. But here we go. This is just what I need for the part of the video.
I'm a Freemason. I'm a Freemason for a couple reasons. We'll go a little deeper, and it might freak you guys out. I'm a Freemason.
He's a Freemason. Let's let him say it again.
Say this, and this will go a little deeper, and it might freak you guys out. I'm a Freemason. I'm a Freemason for a couple reasons. We'll go a little deeper, and it might freak you guys.
So, that being said, if you don't know what a Freemason is, they are essentially someone who, on the lower levels, they're in a cult. They call it a fraternity, but they're a cult they take oaths, they take secret mysteries, and at the end of it, the Grand Master, the only people who truly know what they're worshipping is the Grand Master. That's when you get to a 33rd degree in Freemasonry. They're Lucifer worshippers. So they believe they are God among men. They believe they are got all their teachings from Lucifer. They worship Lucifer as the grand architect of the universe. So that is what they believe in. So it's so crazy for an MMA fighter to even be anywhere associated to that, considering how new of a sport it is. But if you look at it, it makes a lot of sense, right? Like, all right, and on to the next one. All right, and the person interviewing him there was Eddie Bravo, and he's part of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. He's friends with Joe Rogan. 10th Planet, I think, is that not Nibiru? Would that not be Nibiru? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But Nibiru was where essentially the fallen angels said they came from when the Anunnaki came, right? That's where all the legends came from the fallen angels throughout other cultures. I'll just take a quick look. I believe that it is. So yeah, if Nibiru did exist according to this chart, we got the sun, which would not be a planet, and we got the moon, which would not be a planet, and we have 12. Hold on, I'm not very good at like math. So we got the sun, we got Mercury 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Either way, it's either Pluto or Nibiru they're taking homage to, right? So in Nibiru, we know if that's where the Anunnaki, they say they came from and gave the old world mysteries and their set of how to evolute like human beings to the next level. That's really interesting that Eddie Bravo would have a problem with Freemasonry, but also make a call back to the same beings they worship, right? There's no doubt to me in my mind that he's probably playing a role, Eddie Bravo. Him and Alex Jones like always used to talk and stuff. Alex Jones is a known puppet as well, so it makes a lot of sense. Especially being on Joe Rogan, like Joe Rogan, how long has he been in Hollywood, right? Like how long has he been part of it? I'm convinced that these people that are at the higher degrees talking about this stuff know what to talk about and know what information they can give out to the public without getting in trouble type deal. So that means like Joe Rogan, the type of people like Kanye West who would be high up in Freemasonry and be allowed to just, because the first initiation of Freemasonry is being taken from darkness to light, right? So being in darkness would be like the regular person being in, not knowing anything about conspiracy theories, not knowing anything about that. And so by those famous people talking to it, it is initiating the public into the secrets of Freemasonry, which would be those rituals, right? Does that make sense to you guys? Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. I'm going to move on here. And now we have the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu logo, which is a G in the shape of a triangle. But it makes you wonder, why is there a triangle? Why is there a pyramid in this logo of a very famous family? You know, that is just shows, right? Like these people are most likely initiated. Who picks this logo for their family for no reason? Especially when they're that famous, coming from where they came from, Brazil, which is a third world country, right? So I think I have one more MMA one, and then we're gonna move on to boxing. All right, so here we have Israel Adesanya saying that he does witchcraft before fights to get himself hyped up.
A legend. He's already a living legend, but I'm on my way there as well. And yeah, he has to say whatever he has to say to gear himself up, and I do the same thing. I have my own little witchcraft I do to gear myself up for fights, but
He stumbled a little bit after that because he didn't know if he should have said that or not, in my opinion. He's like, you got to be careful when you're talking about witchcraft.
Yeah, I think I don't know if he means it, or if I don't care. I know eventually we'll fight. I've already set the date, I've set the stadium. For me, I only have one fight this weekend. I'm focused on...
I've already set the fight. I've already set the stadium. That is manifestation. He did that in the last video that I posted, I believe. In the second part. Yeah, he was talking about manifestation. Let's just say Israel Adesanya is for sure an occult practitioner. Let's just say that if you're gonna get anything from this video, it's just gonna be that Israel Adesanya does occult practices and he does rituals. He is part of it, 100%. And now, you know what? We're gonna move on to boxing because there's a lot of going on in boxing. I have a lot to talk about with boxing, so here we go. So before I show you this next clip, we're going to take a look at the different handshakes. So take a good look at that, and feel free to come back to this after this video, or after this segment, because I'm going to show you a photo of Conor McGregor, or I'm going to show, not a photo, but a video of Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather shaking hands. And I believe it was a sign of a fellow craftsman. I think it's going to be the second one down, but we'll see. Let's take a look at how they shake hands here, because I thought I caught something. I don't know if it actually did or not. I don't know what I recorded there. Hi everyone. It cut out on me, so we're gonna see how they shake hands here. I'm not quite sure. We're gonna have to go back about 5 seconds.
Everything that we came together and did is remarkable. When I wanted the biggest deal in sports history, him and Steven got together and we made it happen. When, with everything, No problem. What's up, everybody? Hello.
All right, so I caught it. I can't really make it out, if I'm being honest. That's just what I thought the hand shake looked like. You never know. These people are obviously part of the Freemasons and stuff, right? So it's fair enough to speculate that may have been the case. It's too hard to see from far away. You would have to enhance the image to really be able to tell. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next topic. All right, so this is Adrian Broner with a music video that has Freemasonry signs in it. So we're going to show them. Here we go.
Shout out to the Migos, man. Bandcamp in this bitch. Sunny! Louis V, y'all do Versace, but I'm doing Louis V. I'm doing Louis V, y'all do Versace. I guess I'm just doing me. You niggas not fly as me, never at first, cause they charge you with truancy. If it's a problem with you and me, dog, you would die. Animal.
Okay, so.
Truancy. I guess I'm just doing me. You niggas not fly as me, never at first, cause they charge you with truancy. If it's a problem with you and me, dog, you would at first, cause they charge you with truancy. If it's a problem with you and me, dog, you would die.
So, why would you have that in a music video? I believe he's filming this in a Masonic temple. If you just look at kind of the seat he was sitting in, it's like the Grand Master chair. But anyway, there's a Freemasonic G, Adrian Broner. It's in a music video. He's showing his allegiance to the occult. I bet you it's not even him that's in the occult. It's probably one of his managers. So here we go. I don't really want to play it anymore. They show it throughout the video. I really didn't have to pause it there. So that chair he's sitting in, I believe that's in a Masonic temple. Alrighty, and so next I think we're going to go to, so the next one is going to be Manny Pacquiao being a Freemason. Alright. This is from Manny Pacquiao's initiation into Freemasonry. When they do the white, that shows a sign of innocence, so that'll be like the first step of the initiation going into Freemasonry, is just wearing straight up white. Congratulations, brother Senator Manny Pacquiao. In 2021. Apprentice Mason. So although he's lower level on the Masonic podium, you don't get picked for no reason. You know what I mean? And so, you know what? We're going to segue into just more Freemasons that were boxers, right? Alright, so this is on a Masonic website. So we have Sugar Ray Robinson joining the Freemasons. He's noted as being a Freemason alongside boxer Jack Dempsey, which is craziness to think about. Like, these former boxers who are set up as like the best boxers to be legends, all those people are put in positions because they have connections in Freemasonry, right? Sugar Ray Leonard, Jack Dempsey. We're gonna look into. There's way more people that are Freemasons. So here's boxer Jack Johnson. I'm a Freemason, and as long as I live, I shall be one. I have a lot of videos on Freemasonry and their rituals and their occult practices that go back to Babylon. Through mystery religions and just worship of fallen angels and demons. That is what these people are into. And they're like, as long as I'm living, I'll be a Freemason. I'll worship Lucifer. I'll bring others to hell and lead others down the wrong path. So that's another guy that's a Freemason. So the guy in the middle is Joe Frazier. I believe, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he beat Muhammad Ali, right? Who got deceived by the cult that gave him the name that he had, right? So it's like two organizations going against each other. Either way, that just shows another person who's a Freemason. And now I found the most notable one with the weirdest death was he was a boxer who went 49-0 and he died in a plane crash. So we see Rocky Marciano on that list. Right there. Rocky Marciano. No, Rocky Marciano, he might be known as he's like the best heavyweight boxer of all time. He was 49-0, the only person to beat his record of 50-0 and retire, like, as champion, was Mayweather, right? So he had a relentless style, durable chin. My biggest thing was his death, because he was a death in a small private plane, and they found him decapitated, which, you know, I'm pretty sure it's pretty weird, right? Like, they found his head. Yeah, 49-0 was a Freemason. I think that there's other circumstances involved with his death. Other circumstances. Like, you know, when you're involved in Freemasonry, you're involved with a death cult. So, if you break the oath, if you're talking about the secrets, you're gonna get killed. Alright. And so, on to the next topic. So here we have Mike Tyson. He's a boxer, very famous for being, you know, a scary guy. He's covering his eye. He, occult symbolism. A very interesting point I learned about Mike Tyson is if you know him, he was not famous for a period of time. He was dead broke. He lost all his money, right? Lost all his money. All right. And then, so Mike Tyson's daughter passed away. She died. And she was found hanging by a treadmill cord. Which are you serious right now? Like, I don't think that's an actual excuse for her death. I think that Mike Tyson possibly sacrificed his daughter to regain his fame and become whatever he needed to be again, right? Gain all his money back. He knew how the cult worked. And now look, he has his podcast, he has all his money back, right? He's playing with he's playing with the Masons as opposed to against them or being a slave. Mike Tyson, another note is that he got his MK Ultra altar from when his, like, a bully in the neighborhood ripped off his pigeon's head. That he said in his book that is when Iron Mike Tyson was born. So that's just kind of an interesting link to his alter persona, right? And so we're gonna go on to the next one. So here we have Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury talking about spirituality and how they win their fights, right?
looking in, trying to tell you to throw a punch and throw combinations, something that they see it may not be that. But it's gonna be a point in time that you're gonna have to prove, and you're gonna have to show the world everything you said. That's why you have to be careful, because your words are powerful. What you say out into the universe, it will manifest. What you say will come to pass. But how it comes, you never know.
He's talking about power of manifestation, the power of belief in self, the power of the Luciferian beliefs. He's casting spells, bro. He is doing the same thing that Israel Adesanya was doing. You can only get to such a high level doing this stuff, right?
This is not your time. Your time may come, but this is not your time. You may think it's your time. You may feel like it's your time. But it's not your time, Tyson. This is my time.
Definitely
and it will
not.
forever be my time until I retire. I'm sorry to tell you that, because I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. And it's mine.
It's so demonic. I don't know if you could just hear my cat chasing me down, but he just ran and jumped. Because he makes a lot of noises when I'm making videos. I don't know why.
Tell you, all that stuff you just said, you're already beat.
Believe it.
Anyone who has to have an alter ego and not be themselves in there and trying to get in someone's mind like that,
I'm not trying to
you can't
get in your
beat
mind.
me.
It's
And if
not
I'm not talking to Deontay Wilder, let me talk to the other person inside you.
So he's Tyson Fury is wanting to talk to the demon inside of Deontay Wilder.
Bomber.
I'm not trying to get in
You're
your
looking
mind.
at a man who stands in the light. I can't be beat by any alter egos.
I don't want you to feel me.
I can't be beat.
I don't want you to feel
I've
that
already
type of
beaten
way.
you. I've
So
beaten
when
you
get
once
in
in
the ring,
Dusseldorf. I'll beat you again in America.
Never.
Can't be done. I can't be beat.
Even when you stand aside me, you feel
I do
the
speak
energy.
it. I do
Even
believe
when you
it.
sit
And
aside,
I
you
do
feel
say
the
it
energy.
to
I
the
know,
world.
'cause I can
Because
feel
I
your
want the world to
heartbeat.
know the truth. And people like you want them to know nothing.
We shall.
So he's calling out the lies of Satan, like he's calling out a demon here. Deontay Wilder, for this fight, he dressed up as a demon. Like, he dressed up as like a king demon thing, and then complained that his legs were tired as he got to the ring. But, you know, man, like, could it possibly be that he was being cursed for wearing that type of thing? That's really interesting to think about.
You might say speak it, believe it, see it, but I don't know what you believe in.
Believe it, receive
I
it.
don't, but I know what
It's
you believe in.
mine.
You believe in something I don't.
Well, that's the problem.
We don't believe in the same things.
And we're from a different
And this is
world.
where I don't like
A
you
different
anymore.
culture.
I came here today thinking me and you were similar. But sitting around this table, I know that me and you are so worlds apart.
Most definitely.
Worlds apart.
Light years.
I look to nothing to come
Light
inside
years.
me and win fights. Only the power of God above. That's it. And I get the power from that. I don't get the power from anything else. I don't need a second person to come and help me. I've already beaten people like you many, many times. I bump into people like you every single day of my life. And I give them the same answer.
There's only one person.
It doesn't matter.
Demons manifesting now, right? That's so crazy. You know, demonic practices to get these people to the highest level. Now, it makes you question is, do these people, do they practice it beforehand, or are they boxers and then find it along the way, right? That's very interesting to me. So I'm pretty sure I'm ending it there, but I'll check my notes and see if I have anything else. Alright, so we're going to end it off there. I want to thank you guys for following my channel. I really appreciate every one of you. And you know, if you guys ever feel the need to comment or ask questions, topics, I have a lot of knowledge. I've studied a lot of things over the years. I've read a lot of certain things. Even if I don't know the answer, I could probably push you towards like a researcher who does know the answer. So feel free to put any comments or questions in the comments below, even if it's not related to the video. I love hearing from you guys. So again, thanks so much. And there's going to be another video uploaded today. Yeah. Bye for now.